This clip is sponsored by Wash and Go, and that can only mean one thing. That's right, I'm surrounded by a sea of green. By now you should know that Wash and Go is the best way to look after your luscious locks. I mean, look at what it's done for mine. Fantastic. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at some of the 600 plus unreal reviews on their Amazon page. Linda from the United Kingdom says, well, it smells lush and leaves hair smelling fresh. Fantastic, Linda. Kindle customer JSB says, product arrived as advertised. Always very important. Always important to know that, Kindle customer JSB. And finally, my personal favourite, it's shampoo and it works for me. Absolutely fantastic there from Casey. It is indeed shampoo and also a conditioner. If you want to get your Wash and Go today, then hit the link in the description and get your bottle sent to you today. And remember, it's a shampoo and it works for me. I wonder what you're talking about. So we're going to do Premier League team of the season collectively. If there's any debate, we'll do a poll, but we will be looking at the chat. Halftime manager. Go straight into this Premier League team of the season. Goalkeeper for Premier League team of the season. Harry Maguire will get Ballon d'Or this year, says Jack, and he says I am being sarcastic. Good. Right, let's do Premier League team of the season. Obviously it's so far, but I don't know whether anyone's going to fall into a category where they can nick it straight on. Maybe if there's a couple of dividers. Goalkeeper. Look, I'm never going to win this, but David De Gea has been fantastic this season for Manchester United as a shot stopper, and you want your keeper to save shots. But I accept that the football purists won't have it, so therefore you're going to have to say Edison or Alisson, and I don't know. Personally, I'd go with Alisson, but a lot of people are saying Alisson in the chat. Hi, can you give Carlia a shout out, please? I was meant to watch the game with her tonight and dessert later on, if you know what I mean. But got tied up with something else. P.S. She thinks you're witty, says MSS. Well, I hope you're not tied up with another girl, because if you are, that girl, hopefully she's watching and she knows, and she can get Carlia come round, and when you're tied up, she can dish out some punishment to you with a feather. But no, seriously, shout out to Carlia. Alisson is the goalkeeper. Okay, Alisson is the goalkeeper. Who is the right back? I presume we're going to go with Trent. Carlia, I don't think he was cheating on you. Why would he do a super chat? Carlia, you're not right back. Sorry, I'm afraid. I think Trent at right back, yeah. So we've got Alisson in goal, Trent at right back. There's nobody else. I think Reece James has had a good season, but obviously had an injury, and Chelsea's season's not gone quite the way they wanted it to. So yeah, I think it's a landslide for him. Salah is not anywhere close to peak Ballon d'Or quality for me. Mane is better than Salah. Van Dijk is more important for Liverpool than Salah, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. I disagree. I think Salah's massively important to Liverpool and is somewhat underrated by some for some reason. We'll go to left back. For me, it's Cancelo. Don't think anybody can say that it's anybody else at left back. So I think we'd all say Cancelo at left back based on previous sort of Champions League 11s. I think we'd all agree with that. And then you go for centre-backs. Who would be your centre-back pairing? Because I don't actually think... I think it's lazy to say Van Dijk and Diaz this season. I think Van Dijk has been flawless. And coming back from that serious injury, I think you do need to give him some credit because there's been no drop-off. But I think that when you're looking at centre-backs, Rudiger has been fantastic. I'd love to put Varane in there, but I accept that he's been in a bad United side and he's been injured a lot. I do think if Varane was playing for Liverpool or Man City and hadn't been injured, he'd be up there. But unfortunately, he's playing for United and he has been injured. You can vote for your personal team of the season on EA, says H Play Forces. Yeah, but why? Why would we do... Thanks for ruining it. We're doing it here as a community. Not doing it on our own on the website. We do enough of that on our own on a website. So yeah, I would go with... I think Rudiger and Van Dijk for me. Although Jack says Van Dijk and Harry Maguire. Thiago Silva's getting a bit of a shout out. People are trying to get Maguire in now. Matip's been fantastic as well. I think you can make an argument for that. But there's a lot of Rudigers, so we'll go with Rudiger. Who are you backing in the snooker, Mark, says Alvin? All my favourites are out. I wanted Robertson, Kyron Wilson, Selby. So I'm left wanting Williams, Higgins, or Ronnie O'Sullivan. The class of 92, really. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go with Rudiger. And so our back five for Premier League team of the season: Alisson, Trent, Cancelo, Rudiger, and Van Dijk. Moving into the midfield, holding midfielder. I mean, you're going to really struggle to move away from well, it's not unfortunate. They're the two best teams in the league. You're going to really struggle to not go with Rodri or Fabinho. And even if you're not going on for them on eyes, you've got to look at the amount of times Rodri's on the ball and the amount of passes he's playing. I mean, against United, which is a derby, he had more passes individually than Bruno, McTominay and Fred combined. And we are crap, but he had more passes on his own than our three midfielders. So I think for me, it's Rodri or Fabinho. And I'll probably put a poll for that one because I can't see anybody else. Declan Rice is worth a shout. Of course he is. He's a notable shout out, but he's not at that level. So I will whack it in the chat and you can decide on your holding midfielder, Robinho. That'd be combine the two. They've had a child, which is impossible. Rodri and Fabinho get in there. So we'll go 4-3-3 with a box-to-box midfielder and a number 10, which I think we know who the number 10 is going to be. But let's go with the box-to-box player. So in that situation, you know, notable shout-outs go to Fred, McTominay. Notable shout-outs probably go to people like Ward-Prowse, to be fair, from a lower level, but he's never going to get in. Joel Linton deserves a shout-out as well. Conor Gallagher, Gundogan, maybe a Thiago, maybe a Kovacic, maybe a Thomas Partey at Arsenal. But yeah, I don't know. Casemiro doesn't play in the Premier League, so I think for me it would be Gundogan. Bernardo Silva's a good shout. He's playing in that role today, so you could put Bernardo Silva in there. In fact, a lot of people are saying Bernardo Silva now. Would you rather watch Liverpool win the quadruple or play Burnley on FIFA 21 every day for the rest of your life? I'll play Burnley every day, Nishan. I'll take the hit. So, do you want Joel Linton? Do you want Bernardo Silva in there? Yes or no? Because Bernardo Silva's name's coming up a lot. Gundogan's hardly played, says Deirdre. Rodri's won the midfield CDM role. He's won 57% of your vote, so Rodri's got that. Yeah, so we're going to go Bernardo Silva. Well, it's a Man City clean sweep in the midfield then, isn't it? Because you've got Rodri. This is your team, by the way. The majority, I can see. I love you, Mark. Quick question. Who would have been better? Prime George Best if he reached his prime days, or Prime Messi? You're the best. Angel, I'm not that old. I don't know. But what I will always say to you about George Best is less than... Somebody told me, and it's true, for all the clips of George Best, and there's many good ones, less than 5% of his career was recorded because most games weren't even on the telly. So all of Messi's games are pretty much recorded. All of Ronaldo's. Less than 5% of George Best's career is on video. So imagine what he did in 95% of the games that he didn't play. That blows my mind. It really does. James Ward-Prowse is so underrated. He has good... Just done a no, yes or no poll for nothing. Okay, I'll do it. I presume there's no issue with De Bruyne at number 10. No one's gonna... We're going for number 10 now. So you can vote for Bernardo Silva, Thiago, or Gundogan as the box-to-box player. But you can vote for that now. Number 10, somebody just said Odegaard. Is anybody knocking De Bruyne off that? Interesting stats. I don't expect people to go for him, but Bruno Fernandes has created more chances than anybody else in the Premier League this season. As a Man United fan, I'd bench him at the moment, but you've got to appreciate the fact that he's not had a very good season. He's playing in a terrible United side, and he's still created more chances than everybody else. Please make it make sense. There's got to be a reason for that. And somebody said today, well, that's because he's just constantly trying to create chances. But we don't have a lot of possession. We don't actually get into positions to create chances. So, you know, you've got to doff your hat to him a little bit on that one, I think. But no, I wouldn't put him in there. Anyway, Bernardo Silva is comfortably winning that. De Bruyne is the number 10. So off the right-hand side, Do you want Salah? Do you want Mahrez? Do you want Saka? Yeah, United haven't got anyone. I don't really think Chelsea have got anyone either. Kulusevski's not been there long enough. So I'd say it's got to be Salah, Mahrez, or Saka, to be honest. Do you want me to do a poll for that one? Do we need to do a poll for that one? Salah by a mile. No, everyone's getting Salah. Fair play. Saka is getting more than Mahrez, though. So we put Salah on the right-hand side. I've got no problems with that. Left-hand side. Mane. Son. Yeah, I can't put Sancho in there. You could go Foden, I suppose. Modric or Iniesta, says Bound. I'd go Iniesta on that. I'm just looking at the chat here. It's definitely between Mane and Son. I'm going to run a poll. Bernardo Silva won the poll with 52%. Thiago got 42%. Gundogan only got 6%. So he was absolutely humiliated. Sorry, Gundogan. So either or, we'll go Son or Mane for the left wing. I mean, Mane's been good this season. Son's been fantastic. So there we go. Get your thoughts in there. And then that leaves us with the number 9 position, which I think we're going to have to do a poll on, because certainly Ronaldo's got to be in there. Certainly Harry Kane's got to be in there. And I'd like to think there's a third option. I think Romelu Lukaku. No, we can't put him in there. Jesus, maybe? He scored a lot of goals. Maybe you put Jesus in there. Havertz, possibly. I don't know. I think we certainly can throw him into that. Son's getting more votes than Mane here. I'm very surprised. It's coming down a little bit, but Ivan Toney's got to be up there as well, says Samuel. Well, I'll chuck him in. I don't think he'll win. We're just about to start the second half here. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. John Stones has come off. We knew about that. Mount should be in the team. Well, you can't get everybody in the team, mate. You can't get everyone in the team. Jack says Lacazette. So Son has won the vote with 58% of the vote, kicking Mane out, which means the final position will be decided by you for the number 9 position in the Premier League team of the season. We've got Ronaldo, we've got Kane. Shit, I need to stop that poll. Who else were we going to put in? I forgot who we were going to put in. Who did we say? Weghorst. No, not Antonio. There was somebody else I was going to drop in. I can't remember who it was. Mark, I've seen that Ten Hag and Rangnick are pushing for Paul Mitchell, but the decision makers are against it. I feel this is a necessary change. Your thoughts? Says Abdu. I agree. So we'll go Ronaldo. Oh, I remember now. This is for the number 9. Jesus and Havertz. Ask your community. There we go. So we'll have our team. Very, very soon. So, Premier League team of the season, as voted for by you. Alisson. I mean, some of you will disagree, but the vast majority of you. Alisson in goal. Trent at right back. Rudiger and Van Dijk centre backs. Left back Cancelo. Holding midfielder Rodri. Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne. Right hand side Salah. Left hand side Son. And now we're going to look at the striker. So, actually, it's not been totally dominated by Liverpool or City. There has been a little bit of change there, which is good. We will do the manager, but realistically, I think the manager's hard to do. I'm not going to do a manager not only because Nacho's come on for Alaba. Well, he has played shit. What did I say? If I was Ancelotti, I would be saying, what are you doing to my centre-back? What's happening? The poll. 67% of you vote for Ronaldo. 18% went for Kane. 7% went for Jesus and 8% went for Havertz. That is annihilation, isn't it? So Ronaldo would be your number 9. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.